Elizabeth Nakarakoni joins us for sign language interpretation. Welcome aboard. President Museveni has commended the Catholic Church for Bishop Ruparamira's contribution in the spiritual, social and economic development to the people of Kigezi, the whole of Western Uganda and Uganda in general. The congratulatory message was delivered by Vice President, Major Retired Jessica Alupo. President Yoweri Museveni thanked Bishop Ruparamira for his faithfully service to God and his people. The President explained that the commitment of the Church towards transformation is witnessed in areas of human development such as education, charitable works, community-based projects for poverty alleviation and empowerment of communities. He noted that while the government is ensuring the provision and access to basic social services, it is the duty and responsibility of all Ugandans to fight poverty in their households.
Congratulate Bishop Caucus Ruparamira upon this milestone of 50 years of faithful service in priesthood. You are indeed a good shepherd, maintaining the work of God, holding the banner of Christ for 5 decades, and serving the community of Kabale Diocese is indeed a remarkable sacrifice and a big achievement. The Catholic Church has made a commendable contribution in the spiritual, social, and economic development to the people of Kigezi, the whole of Western Uganda, and indeed Uganda in general. As we celebrate Bishop Caucus Ruparamira, we should remember that he has showed us a good example of hard work and commitment towards God's service, and we should therefore emulate his legacy. I want to thank the people of Kabale for your dedicated support to the NRM government through the democratic processes we have gone through. The NRM government appreciates your support and partnerships in the development process of our country. In another vein, Lord Bishop, the people of Uganda, as I witnessed, since I'm the chairperson of that committee that moves His Excellency the President across the country, the people of Uganda have all appreciated the programs of government, and all of them, where I have physically been, the people have accepted to endorse His Excellency the President as their candidate for the 2026 general elections. Ndabashaba mwena muajire NRM kandi muhe President Museveni Akaruru 2026. Lord Bishop, let me take this singular honor and privilege to present to you the message from His Excellency the President of 20 million Uganda shillings.
Her Excellency the Vice President delivering the President's message at the celebrations of the 50 years priestly celebrations of Bishop Caucus Ruparamira of the Kabale Catholic Diocese. Police have denied information regarding the disappearance of the Parliamentary Lead Investigations Officer, SP Charles Twine, who went missing last week. While addressing the weekly security briefing, the police spokesperson Rusoke Kituma highlighted on other people who have disappeared.
It is close to a week since the disappearance of the senior police detective, ASP Charles Twine, who leads the Parliamentary Police Investigations team. The family reached out to police, but no promising response was given. The police spokesperson Rusoke Kituma has denied information leading to the senior officer.
Like I've maintained my standard here, I only comment on information where on issues where I have information. When I do not have information, I keep quiet until when I get it.
The unverified circulating information shows that Charles Twine was summoned by the Inspector General of Police for special inquiries on Wednesday, the 14th of May. Since then, his whereabouts are unknown. Police commit to investigate circumstances under his disappearance.
When I get information about Twine, I will come here and share it. Now that I don't have it, allow me not to make any comment.
ASP Charles Twine was last seen on duty in Bara District on the 13th of May 2025 while escorting members of Parliament doing oversight. Twine's field work was cut short by the Inspector General of Police's summon. Meanwhile, police are investigating the alleged abduction of the senior advocate, Abedi Nassa Mudiobole, who went missing last week. Police say there is no clue concerning Mudiobole's whereabouts.
When you abducted, you go and report to police. But what I know, if it is an arrest, you need to be specific on who and where. When we arrest, we produce. If it is this, because there is also this Chuambabant, the bastardization of the terminology for political reasons. That one I will make no comment.
Meanwhile, security agencies have cautioned the public against the misuse of the term abduction, saying some cases are lawful arrests, while others may be exaggerated.
The opposition caucus in Parliament has downplayed the handling of the Uganda People's Defence Forces Amendment Bill of 2025. The bill has been aligned for second reading as Parliament returns this Tuesday, that is tomorrow. The leader of the opposition in Parliament, Joel Senyonyi, says that some stakeholders, including the National Unity Platform, were not given room to present their side. Senyonyi has rallied opposition members, however, to attend the sitting and ensure that the bill collapses.
The environment and circumstances have seemingly left no option to the opposers of the controversial Uganda People's Defence Forces Amendment Bill 2025. The bill against the clock has been aligned for the second reading a week after it was introduced in Parliament.
Because over the weekend, the committee has been meeting to write a report. That means consultations from different stakeholders ended. This is unacceptable.
But the government chief whip, Hamson Obua, says all stakeholders have been consulted.
They were granted an opportunity to appear before the committee. If they did not appear, that one you cannot blame it on the committee or Parliament. What you can blame on Parliament is that if Parliament had not granted the opportunity for stakeholders to appear as guided under the rules of procedure, you would fault. But in this case, an opportunity was granted.
The government bill introduces exceptional circumstances under which civilians can be tried by the court-martial. This includes, among others, being found in possession of military stores and aiding a military officer in committing crimes. The bill, if considered, will witness the return of the court-martial despite the recent Supreme Court ruling which disqualified its jurisdictions.
When the Supreme Court made a decision, there are also consequential orders or guidance that it made within that decision. So the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda is only fulfilling its constitutional obligation of making laws.
Just like any other company, even private ones, they've got disciplinary mechanisms, disciplinary committees and so on for internal issues. But for any criminal matter, all those have got to be handled by the civilian courts. The law says the High Court of Uganda has got unlimited jurisdiction.
These and many concerns are what the opposition wing in Parliament stands to object the proposed new legislation. Senyonyi has rallied the members in the opposition to highly attend the Tuesday sitting to ensure that the bill collapses.
It's important that we use the platform that we do have, the legally provided for platform that we do have, to push back. Is it going to be easy? Certainly not. But it's a platform that we must be able to use, that we get to be on record. If we choose to go to court, for example, assuming we choose to go to court, because there's several grounds anyway that we can rely on, we shall need a basis, having been present, having had our say on record, and then you use that to challenge, whether it be in court or whatever else.
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gwitabinji, UBC News.
Beautification of the Catholic Martyrs Shrine in Namongo is underway in preparation for the 3rd June Martyrs Day 2025. Although some pilgrims have started arriving, the shrine administrator Francis Mwonge said that the facility will officially be opened to pilgrims starting Saturday the 24th of May.
Preparations for this year's pilgrimage to the Catholic Shrine of the Ugandan Martyrs in Namongo are in full swing. Activities for the beautification of the shrine, including painting, mowing the grass and building of arches, are underway. The Uganda Martyrs Catholic Shrine Administrator Francis Mwonge told UBC the tentative program.
As we talk now, we are final touching a few things that need to be improved. You can see the animating diocese is working on the arches. We are painting where we need to, and in a few days the new bathrooms, all along we've been using polythene, but this time we have, together with the animating diocese, we have put permanent bathrooms constructed. So in a few days they will be ready. We are putting barricades in the compound to keep the walkways clear. So we want, by the time pilgrims come in, all these things that need a few touches to be done.
Some of the pilgrims at the Catholic Shrine were praying near the statue of Charles Wanga shared with us that they came early to avoid bigger crowds and congestion on the D-Day of 3rd June.
I had come here to have for 1 o'clock mass, and about the Uganda Martyrs, I just love their love for Christ and the church as a whole. Yeah, that's what I can say about the Uganda Martyrs.
Anzizenga bukyali ebifo ebisinga byonna tubirambudde bakululirwa ennyini olw'essatu tofuna biseera birambula oba biramaga kale oba mu buli mpuku ya mujulizi leero tufunye chance ennungi.
Nze ndajja ntandika kusomesa baana bange taata waaba tuvuddeko nenja kuramaga neŋŋamba Mukama ngenda kuramaga bajulizi ba Uganda munsabire.
Some pilgrims carried jerrycans and bottles containing what they termed holy water drawn from the Martyrs Lake.
Amazzi gano ngajje mu kayanja era olulala nali ndwadde omukono guno nga guzimbye wano wakati gwazimba bwe guti naye bwe natwala amazzi gano n'okukkiriza kwe nali nnina nasobola kyasobola okuvaawo obuzimbu bwasobola okuvaawo.
The administrator of the Uganda Martyrs Catholic Shrine, Francis Mwonge, says although many pilgrims are expected earlier than June 3rd, the shrine will be officially opened to pilgrims on Sunday, May 25th. Mwonge says the program will commence with a novena on May 24th, 2025.
Pilgrims should start coming in on Saturday 24th. Because we begin the celebrations with the novena. The novena begins on 25th. So those who are coming to join in the novena should come either on 24th, Saturday, or during the day on the 25th. Because the novena mass, the first one will begin at 5 on Sunday, that is 25th. So those who are coming in to attend the novena can come in on Saturday or Sunday. We shall officially open on Saturday 24th.
Thank you so much. I'm Evan Juko and Micheal Bakabolindi for UBC.
At the Anglican shrine as well, preparations have also begun. The chairperson of the organizing committee, Reverend James Lukomwa, told UBC that despite a need for additional funding, they are ready to welcome pilgrims.
Committee at the Namongo Anglican site, security personnel led by the UPDF were monitoring security at the site. This year's Martyrs' Day celebration by the Church of Uganda is on the theme, Imitating God's Goodness by Doing Good. The Vice Chairperson of the venue committee, Reverend James Lukomwa, says all preparations are being made to ensure everything is in place.
So happy to report to you that here at Anglican site, the work is in progress. Things are very okay. We'd like to welcome everybody for the celebration this year in Namongo Martyrs site. So
far, a group of pilgrims from the Greater North Cluster Dioceses, the organizers of this year's Martyrs' Day, is expected to arrive in Kampala on 29th of May 2025.
We expect them to arrive in Kampala on 29th, whereby I want to invite you to come and join them around Matuga. That's when we'll have our long procession, of course, guided by the beautiful Uganda police force, who will guide us together with the Namongo Hospital, with all the ambulances. We will bring them, we usher them in the city, and we'll divide them into two groups.
The choir of over 400 people drawn from different dioceses has been training from their respective locations and is expected to meet in Namongo for final rehearsal.
Come and see the beauty of what God has given to the Greater North. Come and feel the rhythm of the Adungu. We are the only people who maintain the originality of worship that God has given us. Of course, you will see and you will enjoy the worship that will be done by our own choir on that day.
Meanwhile, from a Multari district in Lango Diocese, Julius Etenu, the first pilgrim to arrive at the Namongo Anglican site, told UBC his experience about his journey.
I started my journey, then I walked from Amolata up to Dokolo. Dokolo Urban Archdeacon, Diocese of Lango. From then I sleep there in Dokolo. Then I go straight up to Okwania. There was a Diocese of West Lango. Then I sleep there for 2 days. From there, then I start my journey on Monday. Then I start my journey up to Kwania, up to Apache, to come up to Luero Diocese. From there, I left the Luero Diocese. I continue to come. Then I sleep in some churches here from this of Luero. Then I sleep there. From Kampala on weekend. Then I start my journey from there. I reach here.
Andrew Sebira compiled this report for UBC News.
Andrew Sebira there makes the first pilgrim to make his way to Namongo this year. Interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break.
Come on, mo pocket, tambula about the street, issues are my target. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. I'm in a plantation, but on a global mission, internet ambition, full condition. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. All cash is gone, netagayo karoni, nigga mukafoni, money in the zone. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. We are good.
With you and MTN together, our ambition is unstoppable.
We are what? Unstoppable!
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Life in Uganda today comes with so many uncertainties.
Where will Madam get Kameza if I get an accident and can't work?
If anything happens to me, what will Junior eat?
Yeah, Kale Musa is still in the hospital. Guy is missing a lot of money here.
With a monthly payment of only 3,000 shillings off your Equity personal account for Equi-Life Insurance, you will be entitled to 50,000 shillings hospital cash per night spent in a registered facility, up to 20 nights every year. And your family will receive 3 million shillings in case of your death. Visit your nearest Equity agent to sign up today or call 0312 327 000 for assistance.
It's super fast internet. Oh, it's a super camera. It's a super battery.
Phone battery full.
Yeah, it's a super deal. Get the Capote Super from MTN now at a reduced initial deposit of only 49,000 shillings and pay the balance in Pola for as low as 833 shillings per day. Grab this Super Capote deal and get 2 GB of free MTN data every month for 8 months. Get the Capote Super now from any MTN shop countrywide. Everywhere you go, MTN. Regulated by UCC.
We used to run, but most of the time we were running away from something. But nowadays, everything seems different. People still run, but they are running towards something. They run to test their limits, to break new records. And when we do it right, we inspire others.
The inaugural Coffee Marathon, uplifting rural coffee women, 24th May at Africa Coffee Park, Ntungamo.
Come, let us run.
To register, dial *217 *413 hash. Choose option 4. Or scan the event QR code or visit the website to choose the race options. Brought to you by Inspire Africa Group.
Africa is rising. A continent rich in potential, powered by a new generation of visionaries. From cutting-edge technologies to transformative industries, Africa is shaping its own future. Bold, sustainable, and value-driven. Inspire Africa Group welcomes you to the first Africa Business Forum, which will be held at Africa Coffee Park under the theme Innovation, Industrialization, and Value Addition. Only 23rd of May 2025. The chief guest will be His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of Uganda, and His Excellency Dr. Samoei William Ruto, President of Kenya. Come, engage with the key policymakers, forge strategic partnerships, and unlock new markets. Join us as we reshape Africa's economic future.
Are you a woman with a small-scale business with a dream of growing it to another level? The GROW Project is here to support you in realizing your dream.
The GROW Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
We support women-owned businesses across the country to gain hands-on and business management skills through training within your location, business financing through grants and affordable loans, and infrastructure in your area of operation to enable you to increase your productivity.
If you have a business that makes sales of up to 800,000 Uganda shillings per month, the GROW Project has the tools and resources to help you succeed. For more information, contact your district or city GROW focal person or call our toll-free line on 0800 307 777 to learn more about how you can benefit from the GROW Project's services.
The GROW Project, empowering women economically, transforming communities.
Brought to you by
Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. We'll now take you to that segment of ours, Buza Commissioner, where we talk to the Commissioner General of the Uganda Revenue Authority. And this time round, he's explaining about the different types of taxes. Let us have him.
Welcome to today's program, Buza Commissioner.
And today we are going to start with a question from a gentleman called Wasoma Joseph from Kileka. And Joseph here asked, what is the criteria of counting the amount of money or tax to pay? What is behind putting a lot of different taxes on one business? Dear Joseph, although the taxes seem to be many, I would like us to delve into the nature and the structure of our tax system. And you realize that the actual taxes that are paid by the business are not that many. Let's start our discussion today by demonstrating something on the nature of our taxes. Taxes can broadly be categorized into two big categories. The first category is what we call the direct taxes. And direct taxes, these are taxes borne directly by the businesses. And under this broad category, you have income tax. And income tax can take many names and shapes depending on who is paying this tax. But the other broad category of taxation is what we call indirect taxes. And indirect taxes, which are sometimes called consumption taxes, are taxes paid by the final consumer, not the business in particular, although the business will collect and account for these taxes and pass them on. So consumption taxes or indirect taxes also are many, and we are going to look at them. But let's start with the income tax, because this is the one that deals with individual businesses. Under income tax, we have what we call corporate income tax, CIT. We have what we call pay as you earn, or payee. We have what we call individual income tax. We have what we call or personal income tax. Individual income tax can also be called personal income tax. Then we also have withholding tax. This is income tax paid in advance. Then we have what we call rental income tax. For purposes of space, I'm writing these in short, but we will do a publication where we write these in full. Now, these are not all taxes paid by one business, but if you're a company, you'll pay income tax as corporate income tax. If you're an employee of that company, you'll pay as you earn or payee. If you're an individual, you'll pay personal income tax. Personal income tax, PIT. If you are an individual or a company and anybody who pays you withholds some of your income, it is income tax paid in advance. When you're filing the return at the end of the year, you'll take credit for that. And if you have a rental property and you're paying rental income tax as an individual or as a company, you'll pay this. So as you can see, the broad sense of direct taxes is income tax. And it is the only tax that is paid directly by the company. But what are the examples of the indirect taxes that sometimes companies pay, but they are not borne directly by the individuals or the companies? Take an example of customs taxes. When you're importing goods, you will pay import duty, you will pay excise duty if they're excisable goods, you'll pay infrastructure levy, But all these are indirect taxes. Why? By the time you cost your goods, before you sell them to the final consumer, you will take care of these taxes. They will build up to the cost of the goods you're going to sell. Another category of indirect taxes is VAT, or value-added tax. Yes, the company will collect this tax, but it will be borne by the consumer who buys these goods from you. The other one is local excise duty. Again, this will be put on the cost of the goods that you're going to sell. Therefore, the question from my brother Joseph asking, why do companies pay so many taxes? Yes, the company will pay income tax as a direct cost to the company. But the rest of the taxes the company will withhold, even including pay as you earn, because this is directed from the salaries of employees, will not be a direct cost to the company. It will be an allowable, it will be a collection they've done on behalf of URA, say VAT or local excise duty, and it should not hurt the company.
Buza Commissioner.
2025 Uganda Open Chess Championship has climaxed at Nobview Hotel in Tinda after a 4-day vigorous action. The championship is its first Grand Prix event from which the best will be chosen to represent Uganda at the Chess Olympiad next year.
Uganda's finest chess players have ended 4 days of action at the 2025 Uganda Open Chess Championship at Nobview Hotel in Ntinda. The championship, contested in the 3 categories of Open, Ladies and Juniors, attracted 178 players including foreign entries. In the Open category, Grandmaster Gareyes Timul, whose only blemish was a draw with youngster Pido Edwin, emerged victorious 7.5 points after 8 rounds.
Definitely appreciate the opportunity to be part of the community, and hopefully we'll just keep taking it on for to the next levels, and definitely let's have the youth stay responsible in their progress and their good homework so that they can really make Uganda, make their parents, make the community proud for international victory. So we're looking forward for some gold medals internationally.
International Master Elijah Emojong on 6.5 points was second, while Fied Master Harold Wanyama tied on 6 points with Rajab Kamoga and Emmanuel Mokose.
Eno nga gyetuita Grand Prix qualifier number 1 nga bajja kuba bascoringa points okulaba nti tukola tiimu egenda okutukiikirira mu World Chess Olympiad egenda okubeera Uzbekistan omwaka ogujja. Events eziddako kujja kubeerako Grand Prix endala 5.
In the ladies category, Julieta Saba edged Olivia Asimwe on a tie break after both players accumulated 6.5 points, but Asaba atop. Sima Zion Kazora also needed a tiebreaker to win the juniors category after collecting 7 points, as did Miki Mwanje, while Matthias Mugenyi was third. What comes up for most of the school-going players is the Africa Schools Individual Chess Championship next week in Mombasa, Kenya. Sudat Kaye, UBC Sport.
So much for watching. That is all we had for you at this particular moment. Why? On every Monday we have the front bench where we engage government officials as UBC on different issues of national importance, and Jethro Kasaiji is already there going to give us what he has this evening. And my name is Micheal Jordan Lukomwa with Elizabeth Nakakon and the whole team here. We'll hand you back now to Jethro Kasaiji with the front bench team.
Of course, we do return with yet another episode of the front bench, where we're going to be discussing issues concerning science, technology and innovation. Now, I do understand that this ministry plays a very, very pivotal role when it comes to issues concerning the path of this country to the middle income status. Now, what has been done by this ministry to transform sectors through science and technology? A lot of things have been done by this ministry. Of course, we do have to appreciate. But of course, there are some challenges. By the way, I also come to understand that without these challenges, trust me, this ministry has no work. Tonight, I do have the pleasure to host the Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Monica Musenero. Good to have you on the show, Honorable.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Our viewers, I'm glad to be here today. I'm Dr. Monica Musenero, the Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, whose raw material is challenges.
I also do have the pleasure to have Dr. Cosmas Mwikirize from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Doctor, good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Jethro. Good evening, viewers. I'm glad to be here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to understand that we are going to talk a lot of science, a lot of technology, a lot of innovation, simply because I'm going to sit with doctors. You can be part of the show using the hashtag UBC Frontbench, but also you can keep your questions and comments coming in at a later stage. I will be sampling some of them. My name is Jethro Kasaiji. Let's get started.
Oh, Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hand. United, free.